Back with another banger video for you guys. And in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be showing you guys the best Kevin Durant build in NBA 2K21. Now, I cannot lie, a disclaimer before this video, Kevin Durant is one of the hardest players to recreate in the game because he is so versatile on all ends of the floor. He can create his own shot, he can dribble, he can slash, he can play defense. So, Kevin Durant is extremely difficult to make in this game. But this build, I cannot lie, it's probably one of the closest builds you could possibly get to Kevin Durant. Even though it has a lack of badges in specific categories, it is still pretty good. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. So first things first, the position is going to be a power forward. The handness doesn't matter, jersey number doesn't matter. And before we go into the build, actually, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support, man. Like, it is crazy. Dream is slowly starting to come true of being an entrepreneur, so I appreciate you guys so much for all the support, man. It really does help out a lot. So now let's get right into the build. So the pie chart I ended up going with was actually the one that has slightly more shooting than playmaking. But you could honestly go with either one. To be honest, I guess for this we'll just go with the one that I just did. You know what? We're gonna go with the playmaking. We're just gonna go half and half. I was just on this one right before I made this video, but I guess we'll go with this one just because it is more. It helps the offense a lot. Now the physical profile, we're just gonna go as fast as possible because on this build you do want to be as fast as you possibly can. Then for the slashing, we are going to max out the first 4 categories. You want at least a couple slashing badges. Trust me, that'll come in clutch. Now for the shooting, we're just gonna max out whatever we can get the most badges on. So if we max post fade, we get 17. Max free throw, we get 18. So we're going to go with the mid-range, 3-point, and free throw. And then we're going to go down to the ball handling. And since we are a power forward, we're just going to upgrade the post moves instead of the pass accuracy. And then we're going to max out the interior D, perimeter D, block, defensive rebound. And then we're going to put the rest on offensive rebound. You see we're going to get 7. But we could probably actually get more than that if we put this on block. Yep, so 8. So you're not going to be a bad perimeter defender. You're still going to be a little slow, but it's not going to be too bad. You see we get 5 finishing, 18 shooting, 14 playmaking, and 8 defensive. Now the 18 shooting it doesn't sound like too much, but it definitely is good because there's no quick draw anymore. So that's perfect, honestly, because you don't need to waste 4 on that. So you really just have 18 shooting to put on any badge. And then we're just gonna do a test, see if we can get any extra. Take the free throw down 1. We cannot take any of that. We can't take any of this down. So it's gonna put this back. Put this on pass. So we're gonna come out with 5. Pretty decent all around build. Now obviously 7 feet tall. This build would be bad. So I cannot lie to you. We're just going to go with 6'8". It's balanced. You get pro dribble moves. The shooting goes up. The slashing goes up a little bit. Defense goes down, but we're going to fix that with the wingspan. And the speed goes as well. So that's very. Now we're going to go minimum, so we're still as possible. And then we're going to go max wingspan. So that helps out the slashing. That definitely hurts the shooting, but you do have. So it won't matter. You're still going to have pro 96 overall. 21 still does that. They have not confirmed that yet. And then the wingspan will really just help you play better. Like KD, obviously a lockdown, but there's no real way to elite at slashing, finishing, playmaking, and defense. So I'm going to go with max wingspan to make the build around it as it can possibly be. Takeover, honestly, this is to you. I think Kevin Durant is definitely like a shot creator mix of slashing and sharpshooting. But I guess the best takeover for this build would probably be honestly rebounding would be underrated, but it's great for your offense. We're just gonna so that mid-range game and those difficult shots go in. You see level score similar to or shades of John Collins, Kevin Love, and Danilo Gallinari.